Rogue Legacy is a platform game in kind of the Metroidvania style where it's an old-fashioned 2D platformer with an art design and soundtrack to match. There is a place out there for games with a more experimental style, like Hollow Knight for example, but nothing says video games like pixels, like 24 frames per second. They capture the essence of the medium in a way that you play a knight of either sex, trying to slaughter their way through a castle, killing the sub-bosses before being able to do the same to the main boss. The whole thing is based in this castle, like I said, which is separated into distinct sections: your traditional stone castle, the forest, the tower, and the deep, dark dungeons. You move through rooms, each one filled with enemies after your blood, expanding your map, collecting gold, and there are no lives. When you start the game, you're given a choice of 3 characters. These are your children, and they get to carry on the family legacy of throwing themselves against this castle with its shifting rooms. The layout of the castle is generated procedurally each time you enter through it, though you may start to recognise certain rooms which are the building blocks of the castle. So you enter the castle, you fight the enemies, you collect It's also a roguelike, another genre thought long dead that has been returning to prominence over the last decade or so. When you die, you get the money that you collected on your last run in the castle. With that you can expand your family mana, which means you get more health or stronger attack or new types of characters. You can buy armour, you can customise it with runes you find. And you should spend this money because each time you enter the castle you have to give up whatever money you have left. You do that, you get a little bit further, you get a bit more gold, you buy a bit more stuff, you get a bit further. The family tree I have created so far stretches back for a long time. Screen after screen after screen of failures. In there are some tales of heroism, of deep runs into unexplored territory, of monsters defeated and blood spilt. Then there are those who didn't quite have the same air of glory about them, characters that fell straight into a pit of enemies or spikes or the game is essentially endless. You can defeat all the bosses, which opens up a new game plus mode with stronger enemies. Defeat that, you get a new game plus 2 and so on. The game is then less about winning than it is building the perfect character, or finding the best combination of armour and runes for this class of character or this one. It's a game of min-maxing and you're never really in control though. Each time you're reliant on the random character generator giving you that perfect hit of skills. Then you have to hope that the random castle generator is kind to you. You can offset this with the architect, one of the upgrades you can purchase which locks down the layout of the castle for your next run, for a cut of the gold you collect. But then you're still battling against the traits of each character. Some may be colourblind, so the game will be in black and white, or have vertigo, which means everything is upside down. Or they might be gay, which does nothing at all. You're in the hands of It's not a game for everyone. The game pulls in influences from things like Dark Souls and Spelunky, games designed to chew you up and spit you out. It gives them a sheen of accessibility. It's easy to play, but it's still tough. You still need a fair bit of skill to play it and get the most out of it, because really, you will spend the majority of your time